Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. So, last time I said we were going to go upstairs, I actually want to do one thing first. We've got this white sign soapstone that Solaire was nice enough to furnish us with, and I want to put that down here after I clear out some of the requisite enemies. And, but I want to put down a summon sign and actually try to help somebody with this first boss. And I'm not going to make you guys wait for the summon with me because it can take a while. But I do want to get that done unless it takes too horribly long. So either way, I'm going to cut the video. And when I get back, hopefully I will be summoned to another world. And we can go ahead and engage in some jolly cooperation. Man, I'm stuttering hard. Anyway, so I'll see you guys when that happens. Alright, unfortunately, it does not seem that now is a very prime time for summoning. I've been sitting here for a good, 5 or 6 minutes, and no summons yet, so we're going to go ahead and move on, unfortunately. I really wanted to show off the cooperation, but I guess that's not the most common boss for people to summon for. And it is a very common boss for people to try to be summoned for. There's a lot of competition there because it's an easy boss. While we're up here, we may as well just go ahead and bait out the dragon to kill all of these dudes, because that's just a bunch of free souls for us. And now we gotta move back down quickly before he burns us, but we're totally fine. And now we're gonna move on under the bridge. And actually, with this number of souls, I farmed some souls as well while I was waiting. And with this number of souls, we can definitely level up a little bit more, so I'm gonna do that. And then we'll move on to the next area of Dark Souls. So let's level up. Let's get 1 level of endurance and then go back to our faith build. We're gonna need 7 more levels of faith before we manage to. Probably we want to do it after we beat the gargoyles, is my guess. Because if we beat the gargoyles, then we're going to have the. Anyway, I should talk about what I'm talking about. So there's a covenant. By the way, I guess there's no reason not to go up here and get the free souls again. We're going to be stuck in an endless loop here. But this time I'm just going to head on from here. But again, it's just 555 free souls at this point in the game. Why not? All I have to do is just take a very brief excursion up there on our way through. So I might as well. By the way, here's where you get one of the best early game weapons in the game, the Drake Sword. If I wanted to buy a bow and arrow and shoot at that tail over and over again, I could eventually cut it off and be rewarded with the Drake Sword, which is generally considered to be a noob weapon. It doesn't scale very well at all, so it becomes shitty very quickly, but you can use it to pretty quickly, just blast your way through the early game. I really want this guy to get off of this shitty ledge that he's on, because I don't really want to give him the opportunity to knock me off. There we go. Instead, I will do that to him. Make him come to me, and he'll get knocked off the ledge. We got to be careful about these rats because they will poison me, and we don't have any means of healing poison yet. Uh-oh. Okay. Just be careful here. There we go. I'm gonna let my stamina come back a little bit before I attack. Uh-oh. Accidentally kicked him instead of attack. Oh my god. Come on, rat. Oh my god. Why did I kick him again? That has nothing to do with the inputs I was giving my controller whatsoever, but I think it must have gotten stuck just a little bit forward or something, my control stick. But anyway, let's kill this last fucking rat if he'll stop dodging around like a fucking genius. Oh my god, the greatest rat of all time. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Morningstar so far, but I'm not very used to it either. But I prefer the range of some slightly longer weapons. But anyway, let's climb up here and enter the Undead Parish, which is kind of just the upstairs of Undeadburg, basically. I just bled that guy out with my Morningstar. Bleed is, by the way, something that's on this weapon that is, not usual. It's pretty handy. You can use it to, if you hit something a lot of times in quick succession, their bleed meter will fill up, just like my poison meter was just filling up from those rats. And if you fill that, it just does massive damage to them. I think it takes away half of their existing HP if you do that. No, that can't be right, though, because when you use it on bosses, it doesn't work that way. But it's really good for bosses because it lets you, they have a lot of HP. It's really good on anything with a lot of HP relative to the damage you're doing, because then you can just... Uh-oh. then you can just like hit them a bunch of times and do a lot of bonus damage because of the bleed. Oh man, that guy was shielding. This is an annoying encounter here with these two guys because they like to kind of hang out together. Oh man, I really thought... That's another thing, I'm used to being able to attack a little bit faster than this. I'm going to do some oh shit. I'm really surprised he got there in time to hit me. But anyway, he's dead now. So this guy's going to be much easier as a result. And we'll just slip behind him and backstab him? Come on. How is that not a backstab? Anyway, let's go ahead and beat the shit out of that guy as well. And there's that big boar. So we're going to avoid going head on with him. And instead, come up here and apply directly to the forehead. No. We're going to try to kill this guy without getting shot at by these assholes, and all while not aggroing the boar by going out too far down here. This guy doesn't like coming down here, huh? Let's kick him and beat the shit out of him and hopefully not get shot. No, we totally got shot by both arrows. Very annoying encounter. I should have left my fireball on for this part because his shield does not do too much against fire. Anyway, let's kill these rangers here. Uh-oh. Damn it, I really thought I could get my shield back up again. I'm still in Uchigatana. Oh my god. What a combo from that guy. Alright, so we're going to heal up here. He's going to do the same. That's fine by me. And things are not going super well here. I'm missing my Uchigatana a lot. So maybe the full Morningstar playthrough is not going to work out, but we'll see. We'll see how it performs when it's a little bit upgraded. It's not going to change the moveset at all, unfortunately, but it will at least make it do more damage than it is right now. We'll grab these alluring skulls. I could use these to kill the boar, but instead, I think I'm going to just peace out of here. Let's really quickly use a heal to get some full health. You want to, like, Estus is a better quick heal. Oh, this guy's coming for me. That's okay. You can just drop down here, and fucking run for it, because the boar is not going to be happy, but he also can't fit through here, so see you later, asshole. The boar is fairly difficult to kill. You don't get anything for killing him, and he could pretty easily one-shot me at this point, I think, with the right combo. Like, just break through my shield and then bash me against a wall. So, no reason to risk that when we could just move on. Uh-oh. I just did 69 damage to that guy. Suck it. Why did I do 85 to that guy and 69 to the other guy? Anyway, I got a broken straight sword, so that's going to be really handy for us. I think that's the sword we started with. Back before we got the hand axe in the Undead Asylum. It's pretty not good. But you can upgrade it into a really good weapon with certain boss soul. So I shouldn't shit on it too much. That is a faith weapon. But I think it takes a lot of other stats to use too. And I kind of want to stay a fairly low level, just pure faith build. Rather than going for any like high scaling weapons. That's why I'm going for an occult weapon. Because occult scales well with faith and really poorly for anything else. I'm just going to run over these rafters, pick up a lost soul of the undead. I always hate this in games, like the run on the rafters bullshit, and there's a lot of that in Dark Souls. It's one of my least favorite things about the game, because it always feels to me like, look, we made a really awkward control scheme for going in very specific straight lines. Now fucking deal with it, motherfucker, because we're going to put you on very straight lines that you have to walk along. I don't know. Not my favorite thing. But hey, you know, no big deal. Let's come over here and pick up the Night Shield just because. Let's see if we can sneak up on this guy. I know it's possible if you tiptoe it slowly enough to just give him the old backstab. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to be a good start to this fight for us. And then we can probably just, yeah, give him the old heavy attack. And bleed him out. Wow, that was the easiest Baldur fight I've ever had in the early game. So anyway, we're going to pick up the Night Shield. It's not as good, I don't think, as the Heater Shield. Let's check out the, let's compare them. Yeah, one more stability, but it's a lot heavier. Like, a lot heavier, and less fire and lightning resistance. So, you know, totally not worth it. We're not going to use the Night Shield. I wasn't sure. I thought it might have a little bit higher stability than that, but I was totally wrong. It is a very bad shield. It always surprises me. Like every single playthrough of Dark Souls I do, I'm like, let's look at the Night Shield. Maybe that'll be better. And then I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's awful. It's really, really bad. It looks pretty though, and that's kind of, you know, a lot of people take the stance that, you know, you should just use stuff that looks good in Dark Souls because equipment doesn't make that much of a difference, especially armor, but also to a lesser extent shields and weapons. The weapons is more like it's less aesthetic and more like what moveset do you like, because, you know, any weapon can be great in Dark Souls. Literally any single weapon can be amazing for any person if they like the moveset a lot. That's like by far the most important thing about a weapon, is just whether it feels natural to use it to you. Ah man, that guy was so dead. Oh fuck, but I might be dead instead. Give it the old Estus. And okay, now that he's out here, we can maybe do some backstabs on him, but not gonna be necessary. Oh well, maybe. Thought I had him. Come on out here. Don't fuck around just trying to walk into the wall. Ah, he's gonna block. Come on. Balders are also like super scary when you see them for the first time. They're harder than hollow soldiers for sure. Ah man, this guy obviously put his shield back up. I don't know why I expected that he might not have. Oh my god. Didn't mean to wind up an attack there. I was just trying to kick, which would have knocked him back before he had a chance to attack, but instead didn't attack. Didn't work out. But anyway, we are nearly to the next bonfire now. At which point we will meet a very handy NPC, and that'll be good. I wonder if I have enough money to actually get anything done here. I think I probably can upgrade my mace at least a couple times. That guy's gonna bleed out. Excellent. I have no idea why that wasn't a backstab. Every once in a while, the backstab mechanic feels really weird in this game. It's odd because sometimes the animation of an enemy like attacking or something will put its back in a different place than it actually is, if that makes any sense. So like it looks like you're attacking him in the side, but actually that's right where his back is considered to be by the game. But before we do anything else, let's head down this way and talk to our new friend, light a new bonfire, and have a good time. You can hear that clinking to kind of hint at who we might be dealing with here. There's a blacksmith downstairs, and blacksmiths are really important NPCs because they allow you to upgrade and repair and modify your weapons. You know, this is the guy who's eventually going to turn our Morning Star into a Divine Morning Star to let it scale with faith, which is really important because we're not leveling up strength or dexterity at all, so we really need that.
I'm Andre of a store run. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Alright, we'll do. We do not need to modify our equipment. First off, we should repair everything that we have. Well, not the hand axe, and actually not the Morning Star either, because upgrading it... Oops, damn it. Repair equipment. Upgrading it will also fully repair it, so there's no reason to blow any souls on that, even though it's not very much. So let's look at our reinforced weapon screen here, and we can move this up to +1, and then for +2 we'll need another Titanite shard, as well as 200 more souls. The Titanite shard that we got earlier from the corpse of a hollow. So let's go ahead and buy... Let's buy 2 of these, and then reinforce our weapon further. We should also definitely use our bottomless box to get rid of some of this shit. And I'm going to buy 1 more Titanite shard, and then I'm going to pop a consumable soul item.
Killed. Neither of us want to see you go.
I really like to go in my inventory. Thank you for the sentiment, though. Not allowed to go in your inventory when NPCs are talking to you. But anyway, let's go ahead and use the Soul of the Lost Undead, and that's going to give us the 200 souls that we need to upgrade our weapon one more time. And this weapon is now going to be doing like massively more damage. Super useful upgrading your weapon all the way up to +3. And in the future, if we get some more souls, then we'll definitely want to go and visit that guy some more. And also, it's really tempting to rest at this bonfire. Or, sorry, to kindle that bonfire. But actually, what I think I want to do is grab an extra humanity from doing some co-op, which hopefully we can get going here. We couldn't get it at the first boss, But I do definitely want this to be a co-op heavy playthrough. That's kind of, you know, there's a faith-based covenant that's based on cooperation that we're going to join later on when we meet the entry requirements. So that's definitely something we want to be thinking about. Go ahead and bash this guy's skull in. Excellent. And again, I'm going to put down my white sign soapstone. But, oh, I just got an extra humanity from something. So there's my free humanity. So we will kindle that bonfire then, using that humanity. And then while we're human, we'll probably go and try to fight the boss by doing some co-op, by summoning a phantom of our own rather than trying to be summoned. But I will go ahead and leave that summon sign down in case anybody wants to enlist my services, because we also need to get some co-op done before we join the covenant I was talking about as well. The entry requirement is a very steep 30 faith, I believe, maybe 25. Yeah, I think it's 25 actually. But every time you successfully help somebody beat a boss through co-op, then your entry requirement is reduced by 5 faith. And the first spell you get for joining the covenant requires 20 faith. So I want to get summoned at least once so that we can just join the covenant straight out from 20 faith, so that we can use that sweet miracle as early as possible. Stagger this guy while he's healing with his Estus. This guy's pretty annoying to kill, but no big deal. The last time I killed that guy... Oh, we got a free Titanite shard. Excellent. And here is another Firekeeper soul, which we can actually... You know what? Let's head downstairs to... oh, by the way, we're going to find a shortcut here. My summon sign disappeared because we left the area, but that's okay. We're going to head down here and see where this leads us. Some of you might already be able to guess. Some of you probably already know from playing Dark Souls. In fact, I would wager most of you know, but we're going to end up back in Firelink Shrine here, and this is the hole that we fell down to get the Morning Star, actually. This elevator shaft that was lacking an elevator until now, but now we can move freely back and forth between Firelink and that area, the Undead Parish, which is handy. And why did I come down here? Oh yeah, the Firekeeper soul, right, sorry. Totally spacing out. So let's head down to the Firekeeper and get our Estus Flask up to +2. And we could also refill our Estus all the way up to 10 Estus at the bonfire here, so we might as well do that. So there's our +2 Estus Flask. By the way, that lady cannot talk because she does not have a tongue, unfortunately. But, you know, maybe we'll do the side quest to get her tongue back. We'll see. I kind of like just kicking the asshole who starts that off of a cliff, but, you know, again, we'll see how it works out. But off we go back to the Undead Parish. Oh, somebody just beat the gargoyles. You can tell by that bell going off that an actual player in the world has just defeated the gargoyles. I'm going to drink a little bit of water while we ride this elevator up. And now we can probably go back and level up our Morning Star to +4. Maybe. We might need another thingy. You know what? I'm going to put my summon sign back down first off. There we go. And people should be able to find me there if they want to. And then I want to come over this way, kill all of these balders, for which we should actually definitely... Uh-oh! Forgot about the channeler that's up here. Fuck. Alright, well there's a lot of health down the drain. So that's a bad idea because we should definitely kill the channeler before we do that. And you know what? I should also not risk just losing this humanity in a really stupid way. So we're going to go human as well. But first I'll kill these guys. But I was going to go over that way to get a few more souls to make it more likely that I was able to upgrade my weapon. But we'll just kill these guys for it instead. And then we can go try to get our Morning Star up to +4. It's at +3 now, right? I forget. And, yeah, there goes my summon sign again, but that's okay. I wish I could be a little bit more free in my movement while also having a summon sign down, though, because it would be really nice to be able to, like, work on upgrading my weapons and stuff, and be available for summoning as well, because I would not mind being pulled out of this to go and fight the gargoyles if that meant I could get some co-op going on. Because co-op is great. Like, it costs you nothing to put down a summon sign, and if you die, you lose nothing.
Well, hello.
But if you
Seem
win,
to be doing all needed.
you get some extra souls as well as a free humanity, so it's really nice. Anyway, let's hang on, let me see how much I need. We need, yeah, just 2 Titanite shards. So let's purchase another one of those and reinforce our weapon further. All right, and now for the next level, we're gonna need 3 Titanite shards, which is a pretty substantial investment of souls. That's going to be 2,400 souls, assuming we have to buy all of the shards and pay the upgrade fee. Wait a minute, 24 or 2,300? Excuse me. Anyway, let's access our bottomless box really quick because we're getting a lot of shit that we don't want in our inventory. Basically, we don't want anything. We want a light crossbow, maybe. We want our pyromancy flame. We want our talisman. But all of this other bullshit, completely unnecessary. And just making it harder for me to change weapons if I need to, because I will want to go back and forth between the pyromancer flame and the talisman. So let's also, before I forget, reverse hollowing with one of these humanities. Because we can do this for free, we definitely want to. You know, we don't have to use any of our hard humanity. We only have to use this this transient humanity that's in our bar, and you lose that if you die, so we definitely want to spend it while we can by kindling this bonfire up. And now, anytime we rest here, we're going to get up to 10 Estus, and that is a really good idea to do because the that bonfire is central for an entire area later on that is really, really difficult, and there's no chance I would go through that area without kindling the bonfire first. So it's good to get that over and done with. And now that we're human, good double-edged sword. We can summon people to help us with this boss. I'm really surprised not to see just a field of summon signs here, actually, because usually there are... there's one. Uh-oh. But first, before I do that, I need... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Why am I so bad? Guys, why am I so bad? But anyway, let's see if we can get Coolius Beanius 0 into our game. And, if not, we'll try that other summon sign. It would be great to have 2 people. Or actually, I would prefer not to have 2 people because I do want Solaire in here. Because I think... Oops, what am I doing? Don't need to change that at all. I just need to use a healing miracle. I think if we use Solaire for this fight, then we can get a sunlight medal from it, which is a Covenant item for the Sun Bros that we want to join. So those summon signs disappeared. We may not be able to summon anybody. I really want to. The fog walls went up. That means that somebody might be trying to invade me. Which is something I mentioned. In light of that, well, I don't want to just fight the channeler while I'm human. I was really hoping to have a summon with me. Alright, we're going to wait a little while. Summoning failed. Alright, I'm going to sit here for like maybe 3 or 4 minutes and see if either I get invaded or I can get a summon going on. And I'll cut the video here and then come back with the results. But hopefully I'm not just running into the Dark Souls curse of not being able to engage in any multiplayer at all while I'm recording. Alright guys, so for a while there were a bunch of summon signs here, and I repeatedly tried to summon them, and then they all went away, and repeatedly summoning failed on me. So instead I'm going to leave my summon sign down there, and then I'm going to make my way toward the boss myself. And, you know, if I get summoned on the way, that would be awesome, because then we could get some cooperation done. And otherwise, I'll just beat the boss, you know, semi-solo. Not fully solo, because we will get Mr. Solaire to help us. Oh, that guy's going to parry me, but luckily you can't really do that on the stairs. Oh my god. This guy is such a pain in the ass sometimes. Because of his, like... restricted area that he exists in. How did he fucking block me? Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Just keep hitting him in the knee. Eventually he has to die. No man can take that many hits to the knee. Alright. Oh, here we go. We'll just lure him out here. And get around behind him, and that did not work. Come on, man. Just get backstabbed. There we go. Yeah, drink some fucking Estus. Have fun with that. Alright. So we're going to use another healing miracle, because we can't really use those during the boss. It would take too long to cast that. So it's basically free healing for us at this stage. And now we have to deal with a horde of undead as well as an asshole shooting magic at us. But that should not be a huge issue. Hopefully. This can actually be a little bit of a pain in the ass your first time through. Because this channeler does not respawn. So he will not be an issue. But all of these undead do. And fighting both of them at once is a little bit of a struggle if the channeler decides to chase us like he is. It's difficult for him to like attack us with melee or with magic because of all the shit in the way, but with melee he can just kick my ass and help stun lock me with all of these little dudes. Uh-oh. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh no! Wow. Okay, I don't know why there was an undead behind me. There's absolutely no reason for that. I guess he jumped off of a cliff. And also, I hit a wall with my Morning Star, so that's going to be the end of that humanity. That's really unfortunate, because now we can't summon Solaire without going human again. And that means I would really, really, really like to be summoned into somebody else's world so I can help them with this boss and get a humanity for it. Wow. Fuck that. that is a really frustrating way to die. I'm also still really missing my Uchigatana. Not a big fan of the Morning Star so far. So I'm not sure if that like role playing a cleric playthrough is gonna pan out, because this is a pretty annoying weapon. Like the wind up is a lot and the range is awful, like legitimately terrible. Let's put down a summon sign again as I come back up here, and we should be able to get back to our bloodstain and get almost everything back that we lost. We get all of our souls back and all of the humanity we actually had, but since we used that one humanity to go human, that's gone forever. We're not human anymore, and we don't get the humanity back, so we just totally wasted that to very bizarre circumstances. I've never, ever, ever had an undead come up behind me in that scenario. Come on over here, you fucking asshole. I'm also used to being able to hit this guy on the stairs way more easily, but the Morning Star does not seem to really do that. Come on over here. Come on. Get away from the fucking pillars. The thing with like pillars and walls and stuff is that in Dark Souls the enemies can attack right through them, but you have your weapon bounce off and it can absolutely kill the shit out of you, so it's very much in your best interest to not fight near obstacles like that. Let's go ahead and use a heal miracle here. I doubt I'm going to use 5, so I might as well just heal up before heading up here, because like you guys saw, it's pretty easy to get comboed to death here. Oh man, did I get these guys without aggroing the channeler? Okay, that's really good. That's gonna help me out a lot. Wow, up to 12 Estus just from like being around when people kindle the bonfire. That's pretty nice. And we can one-shot these guys. That is similarly pretty nice. Man, the range on this thing though is just horrible. I keep on thinking, oh, I'll just hit all of these guys at once. But then I don't, and the guy I didn't hit finishes his attack animation and hurts me back. I need a longer weapon. This is bad. I'm sorry. I know I said I wanted ideas for builds, but it turns out there's a pretty good reason I've not used the Morning Star before. But unfortunately, we've already put a lot of money into upgrading it. Well, not a lot, a little bit. I'm not sure what immediately I want to upgrade. I would plunging attack that guy. It's super tempting. Like, you guys have no idea how tempting it is, but I would aggro a bunch of balders, and I don't want to fight them at the same time, especially if I miss the plunging attack and end up taking a bunch of fall damage as well. Alright, so here's this guy. Should be able to finish him off pretty easily. There we go. Now that he doesn't have his undead horde with him. And that's 1,000 souls for us. That's a level 5 Morning Star if we want it. But again, I'm kind of thinking about switching weapons. Again, not sure what to switch to right now. Uchigatana is kind of my default. But I'll try killing the gargoyles with this for now. Well, actually, Shit, I really want to go human so that I can summon Solaire for the gargoyles, so maybe we'll do that first. I'm really hoping to get summoned at some point, but it seems like my netcode is 100% broken, which is, you know, the kind of the unfortunate reality of Dark Souls sometimes. Oh man. God, again, I'm just so used to being able to attack so much faster than this. The wind-up is not doing me any favors. But we can stunlock pretty well. Let's take out that Balder and head up this way. There should be a humanity up here that we can grab. There's this man in a barrel. I don't know what the deal with that convention is, but if you ever see a corpse in like some kind of cylindrical container, there's gonna be a dude in there and he's going to have an item every time. It's really weird. It's like it's the strangest version of, like, you know, a crate on the ground or something.
Still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse. Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
So that's
yes,
that's
very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
There may or may not be a reason that he's in that cage, but letting him out, he's gonna get out regardless. I didn't like set anything into motion there. He can leave his cage no matter what. And letting him out is going to give me a reward later. He's not lying about that. He will give me a thing that is actually pretty useful at this playthrough. So I'm going to let him out. But later on, we're going to have to deal with him because he is he's kind of a dickhead. I'm not sure if I'm going to allow him to carry out his plan so that we can see the whole like storyline for him or not. So we've got our summon sign still there. We have enough to upgrade. I would really like if one of these guys just dropped Baldur's side sword right now, because that's a really good weapon that I would love to use for this playthrough, but it is a rare drop from these guys, unfortunately. Oh my god. This fucking slow-ass sword. Or it's not even a sword, this mace. Oh, fuck. It takes so long that you can get his fucking shield up again. How the fuck did he block that? Like, what just happened? I was behind him. He blocked my sword instead of getting backstabbed and still was doing an attack at the same time. That's silly. Okay, anyway, here we go. Finally do a backstab here. Get him dead. And again, that channeler is permanently dead, so it's not like we made no progress here. It's really good that we did that. I might actually just grab the halberd over here and start upgrading that. That's a pretty good early game weapon, and then we'll replace it with something else later. But for the time being, we could use the halberd for some excellent reach. Though I think we'd actually need to level substantially now that I think about it. And that's part of the issue too, is that there are very few good weapons that you don't have to level up for. Which I would like to avoid, but halberd I think takes especially high stats, and we definitely want to avoid that because I don't want to use anything with particularly high stat requirements in the long run. But let's grab it and check it out. So it's going to take 16 strength, 12 dexterity. We right now have 12 strength, 9 dexterity, so that would be a pretty substantial amount of leveling. So we'll just stick with the Morning Star for right now. And we'll kill this guy, and we'll get this key. Oh, we're being summoned! Guys, we're being summoned. Let's heal up quickly so that we start with full health in the world. And I would like to open this gate. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I'm not sure if that went in motion or not, actually. But guys, we're in another man's world. We're going to wave at him first off, and help him beat the boss. And that's going to give us a free humanity that we can use to go human again and try to summon somebody for our own boss fight. But for right now, I'm going to let this guy lead on. Yep, yeah, I know. I'm going to come with you, don't worry. I'm going to let this guy kind of dictate what he wants to do, because I'm not sure. Oh, we still have to beat this guy. But that's not going to be an issue with 2 of us. It's going to be pretty goddamn easy, really. Oh wow, I thought he was attacking me, so I backed up. But basically, you know, summon procedure is if the thing is attacking you, back up. If it's not attacking you, then unload on it. And I'm going to let this guy pick up his Firekeeper soul, because that guy doesn't respawn, so obviously he hasn't been here. And we're going to share in the soul rewards that this guy gets. We're going to get some souls every time we kill an enemy. And I'll let this guy decide whether he wants to lure this Balder or what. Nope, yeah, he has a much better weapon for this area than I do. I think that's actually the Uchi Katana, which I severely miss. I would really like to pick that up. Maybe I will just go and get the Uchi Katana. It's a great weapon. Okay, so now we're going to have the Channeler again, and he is already pissed off, unfortunately, but we need to lure these hollows out. Well, this guy knows what's up. So, by the way, you might see that my Estus is grayed out for this area. Uh-oh, I just hit the fucking wall. My Estus is grayed out for this area because summons are not allowed to use Estus. Only the host can use Estus. But when he does, it's going to heal both of us. But that's one reason why it's so good to have healing, the miracle, because I can actually use that here. I just can't use Estus. So now I can be a little bit more, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, independent in my healing. I don't have to worry about waiting for this guy to heal me and him potentially not doing it. I can just back up and heal myself, which is one of the reasons I was so insistent on picking up this spell as quickly as possible. This guy wants to come over here and do the Lautrec thing, maybe pick up a humanity, so we'll definitely oblige him. These narrow corridors make it hard for me to help here. It's better to just let him do it because he doesn't have lag from being a summon, so it's a lot easier for him to kill these things, and also he seems to have a much better weapon for it. So I'll let him take care of Lautrec. Actually, can I like listen in on their conversation? I've never actually seen anybody do this before. Nah, Lautrec is just a little ghost in there. So he's gonna pop that open and also get the reward later on, or maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. Did he just? Uh-oh. I think he's killing Lautrec, and that could be really bad because I can't help him. Oh god, that's not good because Lautrec is real hard to kill at this stage in the game, and I can't help. Oh no, I can't help you, man. He doesn't exist for me. Oh fuck. All right, so this is totally fucked. This guy's an idiot and has angered the Lautrec. Lautrec has a weapon that attacks through your shield. Oh, he doesn't seem to be using it now, though? Or maybe just the Phantom model doesn't have it. Yeah, it seems like he's attacking through this guy's block anyway. And that is a big problem for this stage in the game. I can't help you. We just need to go to the boss. Quickly. Let's just go through the boss wall. Fuck. Do I have Beckon? Where's Beckon? Here it is. Come on, man. We need to go to the boss. Please, God, I can't help you. Fuck me. Alright. Well, that's a really annoying thing to happen when I get summoned. Just this guy being a fucking idiot and attacking Lautrec. What was he thinking? Why would he do that? Alright, well, we opened up the shortcut there anyway. So now we can get through the boar area into here. Fuck. I was really hoping to get a humanity there. But anyway, we do need to go human before we do the boss. I'm not sure what to do now. I kind of want to just put my summon sign back down and wait for hopefully somebody less retarded. Because now the thing is that guy is going to have Lautrec permanently aggroed every time he comes into this area. So he's going to have a lot of trouble killing the bell gargoyles, and that sucks a lot for him. He might have to like restart his save, but he can probably kill Lautrec. It'll just take him many tries because it is not an easy fight at this stage in the game. But anyway, nobody's probably gonna summon me. It took so long to get that summon, so instead I'm going to go ahead down here. We're gonna level up our Morningstar to +5. I'm gonna stick with it for a little bit longer. I really want the Uchi Katana. I don't know, I'm indecisive. at the same time, this is a pretty good time to end the episode, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and just rest at this bonfire and leave. And then next episode, we'll decide what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to go get the Uchi Katana. I really don't like the Morning Star. It is, it's not good. So I definitely want to replace it with something, and Uchi Katana is a pretty tempting choice. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. And at any rate, I will see you guys in the next episode, where we should be fighting the next boss. So that'll be fun, and we should hopefully try to get some more summoning done there as well. Maybe I'll record this at a more prime summoning hour, and we'll see what we can do. Anyway, see you guys next time.